Hello and welcome to Jefferson Liberty Radio, the voice of the state of Jefferson and Central Valley. I am your host, Rudy. I am joined by our new co-host, Aaron, because unfortunately Matthew went on vacation today. I guess he's on the beaches looking at some beautiful girls in bikinis for as long as that lasts in this country. Welcome, Aaron. Tell us a little about yourself.
How you doing, Rudy? Well, I'm here to help out on the podcast, and once in a while I'll be on with you guys. I'm helping produce it. So anyway, I've been with the movement since we started running it here in Stanislaus County. I've been with the group since about 2012. We used to be the Stanislaus County Tea Party, then became Stanislaus Concerned Citizens. A little over a year ago, we started to push the state of Jefferson for Stanislaus County. So here we are.
Were you on the original conference call when we first started this?
No, I was not.
Oh wow. I thought you were.
No, I missed it.
Fortunately, that's okay. Oh. Yes, Aaron is here to help produce, but he's being modest. He's going to be talking a little bit more. We're going to force the guy because I think he's a really cool guy and he's fun to hang around with. So we're going to move on to some unfortunate news because, California is the gift that keeps on giving, and, well, they just gave us some more. We have a new law. It's a new water law. What do you know? When politicians get power, they're like a kleptomaniac in a jewelry store. They just can't keep their hands to themselves. Or better yet, because I can make fun of this, they're like a fat kid in a candy store. Once they go in, they just don't seem to come back out.
They love to spend money, don't they?
Yeah, you're in my money.
Yes.
So, well, this new law is to ration your water, so to speak. Yes, folks. Yes. We are now like Venezuela. It's only a matter of time. So the illustrious Governor Brown signed in the law AB 1668, and this lovely law was also accompanied by SB 606. And basically what this requires all urban water districts, large agricultural water districts, and municipal governments to develop plans to strict annual water budgets by the year January 1st, 2020. So basically it means they're going to cut your water in half. So basically, by the year 2020, they want you to have 55 gallons of water, each person in your home. Kind of funny because even the most water-efficient washing machines go over that amount in a daily basis. So can't see how they're just trying to screw you over one more time. And of course, if you go over your allotted amount for each person, it's $1,000. Thank you, Uncle Brown. I just feel so happy right now. But hey, we're probably going to get the used car salesman here soon enough, so we'll just get screwed even more. Tell me what you think about that there, Aaron.
Well, I'd have to say that they can't solve this problem of water here in California by rationing. We voted on this. I believe there were Prop 1 and Prop 30, where we voted for more infrastructure, more dams, more storage to be built, yet they keep releasing more and more water out into the ocean instead of retaining it. And in fact, along with these two bills, with these two bills, Brown also announced that don't plan on any big reservoir projects coming online anytime soon. A couple of dam projects are supposed to take place, but nothing for water storage.
Oh, he's more interested in that bullet train.
Oh, the bullet train.
Oh, yeah. He's like any other little dictator. They like trains,
Yes.
Stalin had to build, a big old subway system, a metro system, And, we all know Hitler, and he loved trains, too.
Yeah.
You just didn't want to be on those trains.
That's right. That was the train, no return.
Yeah, that was a train of no returns, and you didn't want to be on those.
That's right.
So, folks, really and truly, I mean, this just is even more kindling for the fire, the fact that we need the state of Jefferson because they've squandered our money in terms of making more water resource projects. It's ridiculous that we don't get these things. We vote for these things, and they go, "Oh yeah, we'll do a new tax and we'll make that." Then it gets thrown into the black hole of the abyss called the General Fund of California, kind of similar to the General Fund of the United States government. But hey, what do I know? That rolls me into another thing. Did you know we're an anti-government group there, Aaron?
Run that by me again.
Did you know we're another anti-government group?
Oh, I heard that.
Yes. From the lovely Center, what is it? Southern Poverty
Law Center.
Thank you, Southern Poverty Law Center. These people think we're anti-government. More on that to come, because they made a nice, lovely article about it all. Just fills my heart with the utmost admiration that these people, how do I put this? These are the very same people that screwed over people on YouTube because they were conservative. So, yeah, these are the fact checkers that Google likes to bring on board to make sure that everything's not fake news. But they're the most left-leaning group of them all. So, more on that to come later. We're going to get fun into that one. Just hold on to your seats, folks.
Just wanted to add something there, Rudy. Sorry about that. I just wanted to say, the Southern Poverty Law Center, there's nothing about the poverty or law about them. It's the elite liberal is more like it.
But moving on, we got some update on the court cases, and I'm going to hand this off to Aaron because he's the one that took the lead on this part of the segment, and I commend him for that.
Okay, so anyway, the latest we've got on the lawsuit is this. Originally, we were supposed to have a hearing June 1st, and rather than canceling it, on our own discretion, Judge Mueller, in her own discretion, vacated the oral argument for written arguments instead. So anyway, we're ready. We're going to be backed up to the 15th originally. Now the 15th has been moved up and advanced to the 14th. Once again, that's the 14th at 2:30 p.m. Judge Mueller is supposed to hear our motion for a 3-judge court. That'll be on Thursday.
Now, the first hearing, she vacated it. Now, for our listeners who don't understand what vacating means, can you elaborate on that?
Well, she just basically put aside our adversarial system. Basically presents that the judge will take a neutral party, and then you'll have both the adversarial sides, the plaintiff and the defendant. Mm-hmm. And they will have oral arguments, and the judge will make a determination from those arguments. And she decided to put that aside for written arguments instead from each side.
Okay, so instead of doing what any normal judge would do, she decided that she didn't want to hear either side and just wanted to have their notes, basically.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Seems like she wants to limit things to a few pages. Fewer words and fewer pages.
Meaning she's just trying to figure out how to worm her way out of it, basically. So
looks like it.
So
basically, the can down the road.
Yeah. So basically, we had the 15th was our next court date, and then she decided what was it? Maybe 5 days beforehand, decided to move it to the 14th. That's
right. There were people from Oregon who had buses chartered to come down for this. There's people all over, the Jefferson area, all 23 counties that had made plans, gotten off work, rented buses, rented cars, what have you, just to make the pilgrimage to the federal courthouse in Sacramento. And now we're gonna have to cancel those plans and come up on the day before, the 14th.
Well, there are some things in the work. I would encourage everybody who can make it. I understand work is work. I will be finding out tomorrow, and as of this recording, it's Sunday. On Monday, if I could come, work is work. When the boss says, "Yeah, you can't," you can't. But I'm going to make every humanly possible effort I can to be coming there. Now, I'm going to be saying this for everybody else. On every day at 11 o'clock before the hearing, pray. If you're a God-fearing person, please pray. On 11 o'clock a.m., every day. And if you're not a God-fearing person, just have a moment of silence. Just hope that the judge does the right thing. She needs to do the right thing. But, like I said, I'm a God-fearing individual, and I will be praying every day at 11 o'clock with everybody at the same time that the judge will do the right thing and give us our 3-judge court, which is basically demanded of her by the legal system all on its own. And I would encourage everybody to come at least maybe a couple hours early before. I would encourage everybody to pray, be there early. They're already making plans for people to be at the courthouse every day beforehand. Then these words come from a lot of people, from Terry, from Mark, is to pray, when we're all together, praying together, the Lord will hear us. So I would encourage everyone to do that. Now, Aaron, you said you had something extra about the apportionment?
Yeah, well, basically this case is also, it's about representation, but it's based in apportionment. And a case like ours is basically deemed so important, apportionment cases are, enough for a 3-judge court, where they used to be actually abused back in the before 1977 it was, when but cases that involve apportionment or like ours are important enough for a 3-judge court. And that a 3-judge court should be convened to decide on our lack of representation.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it boils down to. We're not represented whatsoever in this state. So again, I would encourage everyone to come down there. We are going to give you the address and time. So it is at 2:30 p.m. at the Robert Matsui Courthouse, 501 I Street, Sacramento, California, 95814. Again, that is the Robert Matsui Courthouse, 501 I Street, Sacramento, California, 95814. And I hope to be there and to see everyone there at that gathering. And like I said, everybody pray and hope and pray that it's a celebration. Because, like I said, I'm a God-fearing man, and I do believe God works in mysterious ways, and we're going to get this, folks. We're going to do it. We're gonna take all this, and we're gonna have our own state. And speaking of what's going on next week, by the time we have our next episode, we won't be able to talk about this. So I want to talk about Father's Day. And I was thinking about this segment and how would you describe a good dad? I mean, I'm not a dad yet. I mean, my wife and we've been talking about it. We want to have children actually here really soon. So just wanted to think about that. What makes a great dad? And then the only really couple people I can think of that I've ever had in my life, is my dad. I think what has to make a really great dad is a really great husband. And what do I mean? What makes a really great husband? Well, I'm a big, old TV show, old movie type of guy. And there's one TV show that I always think of, and surprisingly, that's how my dad kind of felt how he should treat his wife, is The Addams Family. I know, surprisingly, kind of a morbid kind of a show. But, I mean, really think about it. Gomez Addams loves his wife so much. He adores her. He worships the ground she walks on. I mean, he just... everything is fascinating to him by her. And that's the way I saw my dad with my mom when I was growing up, He would always come up to her and hug her and kiss her and tell her he loved her, and And I took that growing up, and like I said, watch the show, and if you watch Pugsley with his dad, what is he seeing with his dad? He's seeing how to treat the woman in his life. He's seeing how he should treat her. Now, what is Wednesday seeing? Just as important as anything else, what is she seeing? Well, she's seeing, how am I to be treated from my husband? This is how I should be treated. I think that is probably the best thing a father can do, is love his wife so much that it will trickle down to the children. And when they grow up, that they will become, if he's a son, he will become the Gomez. And if it's the wife, she'll become the Morticia. That's how I saw my father growing up. And he was a good man. Still to this day, he's still a good man. He served in the U.S. Army with distinction. And I know I didn't get to see him a lot growing up, but when he was there, boy, he was there. You know, if you did something bad, well, yeah, you don't want to be around my father if you did something bad. A good smack in the butt. It never hurt anybody, and it never hurt me. And I thank my father every day for those things. So when you hear this, and if you can see your dad, or if your dad's not here on this earth anymore, just remember he did things for you. He sacrificed a lot of things for you. And if you didn't know your dad, just know that you're either your grandfather, or there was an uncle out there that was a father figure to you. Just remember that. They did things for you to make sure that you could grow up to be the man you are today, or the woman you are today. I know we put a lot of emphasis on moms, and moms are very important, and we seem to forget about dads a lot. I don't want people to forget their dads, because without your dads, you're not who you are. I wouldn't be who I am without my dad. So give your dad a hug or a kiss, and if he's not on this earth with us today, I'm sorry. But just remember the good times you had with him, and those things will never be taken away. And look to your own children if you have them, and hug them and kiss them. And remember, if your wife speaks a little bit of French, just go and kiss her arm all the way up to her neck. She'll love it. She will just love it. And tell her you love her, because that's what your children are going to see. Well, folks, I would like to thank Aaron for coming on today with us, and he will be on more often today with us as well. Oh, yes, and he's going to give us updates, too. See, I'm getting ahead of myself. That's why we have Matthew here. He keeps the reins in with us here. So, without further ado, Aaron's going to give us some updates on our meetings and when we have them and where we're at. Go ahead, Aaron.
Okay, well, what's coming up, the first item of business is going to be the court case. Once again, a reminder, is no longer the 15th, which is a Friday. It's going to be on Thursday, the 14th of June at 2:30 p.m. So if you can show up that day, that'd be great. Everybody who can get out there should get out there. Coming up on the 16th, we're going to be out with a booth on the 16th at the Graffiti Festival at the Fruit Yard on Yosemite Avenue in Modesto. We'll have the booth up all day. We can hope you can come out and join us. On the 20th of June, our meeting is going to be, we're going to be starting at 5:30 p.m. with more court information and where we go from here. We'll have a speaker to be announced.
And where is that located at?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's at the Grizzly Rock Cafe on the corner of Taylor Road and Golden State. It's the Taylor Road exit, Turlock, the first northbound or southbound Taylor Road exit for Turlock. Anyway, sorry about that. Anyway, the 13th through the 22nd, we're going to have a booth at the Stanislaus County Fair, so keep an eye out for us there.
And folks, I will be there on Sunday and a Saturday. I'm going to keep that one a secret what days I'm going to be there, but just remember, 1 week is going to be a Sunday, 1 week is going to be a Saturday, so try to come and find me.
So anyway, we got one more date here, and it's July the 25th. Eric Eisenhammer from Howard Jarvis Taxpayers Association is going to be there to speak to us. He's a pretty smart guy, so if you can make that meeting, please do.
Well, it sounds like a full list of fun and adventurous things. like I said again, I will be there at the Stanislaus County Fair. Aaron is going to be there too, so you get to meet Aaron too. Trust me, ladies, he's a looker, so he's a good guy. So anyways, I'd like to thank Aaron for coming on and asking, hey, what do you think about coming on and speaking here?
Well, this is my first time, so I imagine it's been pretty rough, but I'll get through it and hopefully do better next time.
Oh, you certainly will. Once we have Matthew back on, we'll have the reins a little bit better. Matthew seems to guide us a little bit better, I guess.
Yeah, once we get Matthew back, he's our rock.
Yes, we miss you. We miss you, man.
We love you, man.
Well, folks, and again, please come to the court. It's vitally important that we show presence, and I will hopefully see you all there. If not, I will be praying to God every step of the way. Well, we're going to have to let you go early this week, and again, I would like to thank everyone who has come and listened to us and stuck with us. I know we are still learning the ups and downs of podcasting, and I thank everybody for sticking with us. And we will see you next week with Matthew and Aaron. Aaron is going to be talking more, even if I have to go over his house and force him to do it. And we should have some more information on our next episode.
This episode of Jefferson Liberty Radio has been sponsored by Owl Certified Safe and Lock. Owls offers locksmithing services and alarm systems for a range of applications, including burglary, fire, tamper, medical emergencies, and much more. Owls has been locally owned and managed in Modesto for nearly 70 years, and with thousands of loyal and satisfied customers, you can be sure that Owls will meet and exceed your needs. For more information, call 1-800-700-4780 or go to owlsalarm.com. That's ALSALARM.com. Thank you so much to Owl Certified Safe and Lock for sponsoring our show. And if you're interested in sponsoring our show, head over to jeffersonlibertyradio.com or email us at sponsors@jeffersonlibertyradio. We would also love to hear from you. Email us at feedback@jeffersonlibertyradio.com or via our website, again, at jeffersonlibertyradio.com. We would absolutely love to hear your questions and comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe to us on iTunes. Leave us a 5-star rating. We would really appreciate it, and it actually does help our ratings. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Jefferson Liberty Radio, and we'll catch you on our next episode.
Thank you, folks. Have a nice night.